Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. I am doing a little craft with me tonight. I just thought I'd turn on my video and show you how I'm always talking about it, but I never show you. So I'm doing a little paper dyeing. This is where I do it all. I'm in my kitchen. This is my island that I'm always talking about. It's not that big. You can see I can fit this much paper on it and that's it. So it's night. Everybody's gone to bed. So I put it here and let it dry overnight. And I noticed now that it's getting a little warmer here in North Carolina, so we haven't had our heat on. Well, we didn't have it on last night, so my papers were not completely dry in the morning, so I did move them into another room to let them finish, but they were almost dry. They just needed another hour or so. So I did move them before everyone woke up in the morning, but my inspiration for this color is, and you can kind of see it there, I was going for peach, and it's I think when it's dry it will be peachy, and it's kind of inspired by a couple of things, and that is avocado dyed paper and the Stash Buster challenge that I'm doing or involved in. So this is graph paper, you can see the graph here, and I made a mixture here. It's just food coloring, and this is how I do all my paper dyeing. I just make a little mixture in something, a little container, and I use this little brush. It's just a foam brush, and I just take it and I spread my papers out, whatever papers I'm dyeing, and just go over it. Let me see one that needs more here. Let's try this one right here, and I just go over it like this. So I'm kind of hoping these, they all turn out to be like aged looking, old looking paper. No matter, if you wet paper, it's going to turn out to be aged looking when you're done with it. But this is how I do it. Just spread whatever color on. And then I kind of, if I want some extra color, this is really pretty. I don't know if it's not really showing up through what I'm seeing. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I can get just a second. Let me walk over here and get my light a little brighter. Let's see. There we go. I didn't have all my lights on. But yeah, see? You can kind of see it now. And I'll show you when it's dry. I'll do another little video to show you what it looks like when it's dry. But if I feel like I need more color, sometimes I'll go like that. You know what I mean? I'll just dab it around. You don't have to get perfectionistic at it. Just dab it around and then let it dry and see how it comes out in the morning. Something like that will make a really cool pattern when it dries, hopefully. It will. I've done it with coffee, so I know it comes out really cool. So, like this one looks like it needs some more color. So, I did some last night, and they were too light. Not too light. They were too light for what I was going for. It's not that I can't use them. Of course, I can use them because they're very pretty and vintagey looking. But I did want to have a little bit more color. So that's what I'm going for tonight. So you can see, that's how I do it. I had spread it, before I turned the camera on, I had spread color all over. These are some smaller pieces over here. I had spread color all over, and like this one here has color all over. And I think I'll leave that one like that. I'll leave some with the lighter and then some with the more color and see how they come out. It's always an experiment to see what happens, and I always like it no matter what, like if it's too light or too dark. Not too dark, but you know what I mean, more colorful. I always like it no matter what. So anyway, this is just a little short video to show you my process. And, if you get too much on like that with your dabbing, you can spread it out. you know, it's all a big experiment and just have fun with it. So I will come back probably and show you the results on my what I'm doing this week video, maybe on Thursday or Friday whenever I do that one, and show you the results of these when they're dry. But that's all I do. You know, I don't have a lot of, I don't want to keep saying I don't have a lot of time, but I really don't like to cook things in the oven or even on the oven. I don't even like to cook. So maybe that's why I don't want to cook my papers. I don't really like to cook food. My husband does all the cooking around here, so, or pretty much most of it. So anyway, we're going to let these dry. You can see they look, I mean, I think they look pretty, but they're going to, hopefully they'll turn out really pretty when they dry. And I can tell you the colors I'm seeing in the camera, the colors on the papers are a little more toward the orangey side than what you're seeing, which is like an orange yellow. Here we go. Maybe that, I just got a good view right there. Let me see there. I'm trying to get the camera to maybe pick up the color a little bit more. But anyway, I'll let you go. Enough rambling. And that's my dyeing process. Fast and simple. And I'll be back next time. See you next time.